Students, this is chapter 2 polynomials and our main topic is remainder theorem. But first few points which are necessary to discuss before remainder theorem. So let me discuss the few points. Suppose Px is a polynomial. Px is a polynomial x cube minus 3x square plus 4. This is a polynomial and we have to find different values of x. What becomes the polynomial? Suppose x is equal to 1, so p1 is equal to 1 cube minus 3 into 1 square plus 4, and this becomes p1 is equal to 1 minus 3 plus 4. 4 plus 1 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. So you will get the value p1 is equal to 2. Now substitute other value of x. Suppose x is equal to 2. So p2 is equal to what you will get in when you substitute 2 cube minus 3 into 2 square plus 4, and this becomes 2 to the 4 to the 8 minus 2 to the 4, 3 are 12 plus 4. You will get 8 plus 4, 12 minus 12 is equal to 0. P2 is equal to 0. What have you seen? When x is equal to 1, you will get the value 2, and when you will put the value x is equal to 2, you will get 0. So this 2 is called the 0 of the polynomial. This is called 2 is called 0 of the polynomial, or we can say this is the root of the polynomial. Zeros means the roots of the polynomial, and here x is equal to 1 and here x is equal to 2. So you can write it x is equal to 1 or x minus 1 is equal to 0, and here x is equal to 2 or x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now we will find out what are the relation when we divide by these factors to the polynomial in long division. What are the relation between remainder and these values? So we are dividing this polynomial first with this factor and second x minus 2. So what happens? Let's see. See how to divide. This is x cube, so we have to multiply this factor by x square. So this will be x square will be multiplied x, so we will get x cube. We have to make the same factor by multiplying this expression in the quotient. So x square and x becomes x cube, and multiply x square by 1, so you will get minus x square. So write down x square. Now change the sign, minus, this is plus, subtract it, and here you will get minus 2x square. Now bring down 4. Now you have to make this factor minus 2x square by multiplying this factor. So how to multiply? You will take minus 2x and multiply this by x. So this is minus 2x square, minus 2x square. Now again you multiplied this by minus 1, so minus minus plus and 2x. So this becomes plus 2x. Now subtract, this is minus, so here use change the sign, plus and this is minus. Now this will be cut. You will get 4 minus 2x. Now to make it 2x, so you will multiply it by 2, or we can say minus 2. So this is minus 2, so its factor will be the same. So this becomes minus 2x. Write down here minus 2x, and this minus minus plus and 2. Now change the sign. This become plus, this is minus, subtract it, and you will get 4 minus 2, 2. So this is the remainder. Now again we are multiplying it by the factor x minus 2, and what happens? See, when x is equal to 2, this is written here, when x is equal to 2, so x minus 2 is equal to 0. Write down x minus 2, and we will divide the polynomial x cube minus 3x square plus 4. Now this you have to make x cube, so you will multiply it by x square. So x square is, you will x square into x is equal to x cube. Now this becomes minus 2x square. So write down here minus 2x square. Now change the sign, minus, this is plus, subtract it, you will get plus minus minus, and 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 x square plus 4. Now you will make it minus x square, so you will take here minus x. Now multiply this factor to the divisor, so this becomes minus x square, and here minus minus plus 2x. So write down here 2x, minus minus plus 2x. Change the sign, plus, and this is minus, subtract it, and note down 4, this is minus 2x. Now multiply to make it minus 2x, so you will multiply by minus 2, minus 2. So minus 2 into x is equal to minus 2x, and minus 2 multiplied by minus 2, so minus minus plus 2 2s are 4. Write down here. Now change the sign, this is minus, this is plus, and you will get 0 as the remainder. This is the remainder. So what the conclusion you will get? Here remainder is 2, here remainder is 0, and when you substitute the value of x in the polynomial, here when you substitute 1, and you will get the value 2. So you are looking that the remainder by long division method, and when you substitute the value in the polynomial, both are the same. And here in second case, when you substitute the value x is equal to 2, the remainder is 0, and by long division method it is 0. So here what happens, that there is no need to do long division. You will find the remainder by this method. When you substitute the value, you will get the remainder. So our criteria of remainder theorem is you have to find the remainder without long division method, and you will put the values in the polynomial, the value which is given for the variable. So this is the concept we will use for remainder theorem. Now I have noted what happens when you get the remainder 2. So the remainder the remainder 2 obtained on dividing polynomial px is equal to, our polynomial is x cube minus 3x square plus 4 by x minus 1. We have divided by x minus 1. So here x minus 1 is same as the value of the polynomial px at the 0 of the polynomial x minus 1, that is x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1. Here 0 of x minus 1, this is 0 of x minus 1 is 1. When you put it equal to 0, you will get 1. So 0 of x minus 1 is 1. So this is for the for when x is equal to 1, and it is same as when x is equal to 2. The statement will be the same. And for the second, here the remainder is 0 and the 0 of the polynomial is 2. So in both the cases, remainder are same by long division method, and when substitute the value of x in the polynomial. Now come to the next point. Now what is remainder theorem? So first we are writing here the remainder theorem, then we will discuss what are the actual meaning of the theorem. So let px be any polynomial of degree n is greater than or equal to 1, and let a be any real number if px means polynomial in x is divided by the linear polynomial of x minus a, this type of linear polynomial, then the remainder is PA. Now students, you know the relation between the dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. So we are writing here that px are polynomial, and this polynomial is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a. So it is a divisor. So this is x minus a is a divisor, and you will get quotient Suppose quotient is of the QX type and the remainder is suppose Rx, the polynomial Rx. So this is the relation, and you know that dividend is equal to, here I am writing here, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is a basic thing, but I have noted here because all the students know what is this, why we have put this equation. So this is the polynomial when divided by the linear polynomial. This is the quotient and this is the remainder. Now we are starting this for the proof of this remainder theorem. So we are writing proof, and you can write here, let Px is divided by x minus a, the quotient is Qx and the remainder is Rx. So you can write by yourself before you write this relation. So what the next is, here let Px be any polynomial of degree n is greater than or equal to 1. Means are polynomial of any degree, but it should be greater than 1. And you can write the degree of Rx, remainder, always less than the degree of the divisor. And how it is, degree of Rx is less than degree of x minus a. What is the degree of x minus a? Degree of x minus a is 1, as it is a linear polynomial. So degree of x minus a is equal to 1 because x have the power 1. So it is a linear polynomial and it is of degree 1. And the degree of remainder is less the degree of this divisor. Degree of x minus a is 1 and degree of remainder is less than 1. And you know the polynomial are having only whole numbers in the form of degree. So which is less than 1 means the 0. So degree, it implies degree of Rx is less than 1. It implies degree of Rx is equal to 0 because whole number start from 0 and the number which is less than 1 is 0. So degree of remainder is 0. And you studied about the constant polynomial. The constant polynomial are of 0 degree. So it shows that remainder is a constant polynomial. Means it is a constant. So you can write it. It implies Rx is a constant. Suppose constant take R. So you can write, therefore polynomial Px is equal to x minus a Qx plus R. You always know that the polynomial of degree 0 always be a constant polynomial, and you studied about the constant polynomial in your previous topic. So if degree of constant polynomial is 0, so it means that is a constant number. So you can write it R. So this expression will write like this. Now if we are substituting the value of x is equal to a, so what happens? PA is equal to a minus a QA plus R, and this becomes PA is equal to, this factor will be 0 and 0 multiplied by QA is 0 plus R means PA is equal to R. And what is our R? R is a remainder. So remainder is PA. It means when polynomial Px is divided by x minus a, then the remainder is PA, which we have to be proved. In the theorem, we have to prove that remainder is PA, and how it is possible? We have shown the degree of remainder is 0. So the degree 0 always be a constant polynomial, and constant polynomial you will write it R to Rx and substitute x is equal to a, so that the PA will be R, remainder is PA. This is the remainder theorem. Students, I am taking example why 0 degree polynomial is a constant polynomial. So here I am showing x to the power of 0 means this is equal to 1. This is any power having 0 is equal to 1. Suppose 5x to the power of 0 is equal to 5 into 1 means 5. So this is the polynomial of 0 degree, because here the power of x is 0. So this is the polynomial in 0 degree, and you are getting a constant. So constant is a constant polynomial. Now next, taking another number minus 9, x to the power of 0 is equal to minus 9. Take another number with this polynomial minus 2 upon 3, x to the power of 0 is equal to minus 2 upon 3. You are watching that the polynomial of 0 degree is a constant polynomial. So you can write it as a constant number, where we are using this in the remainder theorem, that in place of Rx we are putting that Rx is a constant, and which is we are taking as R, and when we substitute remainder when we substitute x is equal to a, we will get remainder as PA. Now student, we will do the exercise based on remainder theorem in our next video. Please like, share and subscribe my video and comments. Thank you.